But by letting the dough hang just like this, you're allowing it to naturally stretch. I'm not removing any air pockets by rolling it out, which is fine if you do roll it out. You get that nice crispy New York style kind of a thing. If you like Chicago pizza, go ahead and get a cake pan. Get a cake pan, stretch your pizza dough out, and then mold it along the sides. Okay? Oh yeah. Yeah, same recipe. You just have to make sure that you're not overworking it or anything like that. And not, you don't want to use a rolling pin on that kind of a pizza. You want all the air that you can get. Okay? When you do put it in the cake pan, brush it with olive oil first. It gets it nice and crusty on the outside.
It comes out bready.
Yes, yeah.
So you're not using a rolling pin because?
Because I'm showing off right
Okay.
now. Yeah. Okay, so here's your stretched out pizza. Now, here's where you can get fancy with it. Roll your fist up into a ball, and then you can start stretching it this way as well. Just letting it naturally go. Please, God, don't fall on the floor. Tossing pizza is an art form. I'm not a ninja. I don't know how to do it, okay? But throwing it up in the air creates the centrifugal force to pull the dough apart. Now, you really do want pliable dough. So, straight out of the refrigerator is not going to happen for you, okay? Whoa. You want to use your fists and spin your pizza just like that. And the thinner this gets, the crunchier it's going to get. So this is getting pretty crunchy. Okay? So I didn't do very much to this. I threw it up a couple times. I was trying to spin it. So here we go. We have our pizza dough. I spread it on the cornmeal, and you can also put it directly on a pizza sheet.
Always top your pizza either on the peel that you're going to use or one of these guys, because it's going to be really hard to get your pizza up once it has sauce, cheese, pepperoni, anything you might have, anything else you want to throw on there. Not going to be so easy to move around.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? Put it on your counter. Oh no! I don't have a spatula big enough. All the time.
All right. Lift up the dough, put it right on here. And this is for home use. You don't have, a 600-degree oven that's going to roll the pizza through like at a pizza joint. Or you don't have the industrial kind of oven where you can shove 2 pizzas in there at a time and it only takes 2 minutes. So for the home cook, this is what we suggest, okay? And put enough cornmeal on here, on your pizza peel, so that if you're going like this with nothing on your pizza, you know that when you put stuff on your pizza, it'll still be loose enough to move around and stick directly on your pizza stone. Okay? So here's your dough. Let's do the second one. And sometimes I like doing Sicilian style, really thick pizzas too. Again, it's one of those things where I don't necessarily want to use a rolling pin, especially if it's fresh dough. Because fresh dough, it's a little more pliable. So if you find that you're using your pizza dough that you stuck in the refrigerator and you're using it the next day or something, make sure it really is at room temperature. And if it's not, and if your dough is retracting, so you're stretching it out or you're rolling it out with a rolling pin and it's retracting on you, like no matter how many times you roll it out, it just keeps getting smaller. Let it sit out. Let it hang out for a little while and let the dough relax, okay? So that when you start putting toppings on it, it's not going to be just this big, okay? Sometimes it is bread dough, so it's alive, and you do want to be patient with it, okay? So it's got yeast in it. And all those air bubbles, sometimes you want to keep them in there. I heard a couple people, you like those burnt bubbles? Me too. Me too. And that's because those places that make pizzas with the bubbles, they're not sitting there rolling it all out, So I'll do this again. And here's a little secret. If you have your pizza at the size that you want it, and you want that stuffed crust cheese pizza, buy some string cheese sticks, okay? Buy some string cheese sticks, and you put them along the edge, and you roll it over. Brush that with some olive oil, a little bit of salt, bam, Pizza Hut ain't got nothing on you. Or you can just brush the edges with olive oil and just stick some Parmesan cheese on the outside. Then you have a cheesier crust. There we go. I'm honing my I Love Lucy skills. That's one of my favorite episodes. Now, you might want to make some extra dough if you are having kids help you with this, because they're going to want to try to do this. You might as well. I mean, if you drop it on the floor, then they can keep playing with that one. And the rest of the family will eat what mom or dad makes. All right.
It's on YouTube. Private.
It wasn't like as seen on TV. I literally am just pulling this, okay? And it's just hanging on by its own gluten strands. And I didn't magic like TV on you, and I didn't switch out the dough. This is the dough that I just made. Now you can't see in my oven, but there's nothing in there now.